Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to day 24. I'm pretty sure of journaling my journey to becoming profitable and the best version of myself. Today there's a lot that I would like to talk about and a lot of lessons that I've learned, a lot of mistakes that I have repeated, and just a lot of things that I like to talk about. So, um, let's just go over what ended up happening today. So, um, going to the session, I was bearish. I missed a few opportunities to take the trade, to take these shorts, and I ended up missing out. But I was fine with it. The thing that was going on in my head was focus on building good habits. Focus on building good habits. It's okay if you missed out. People miss out. Just skip the day and move on. That's what I wanted to do. But some things ended up happening that just messed with my head. So I'll just go over. So I'll just say what happened. So I don't want to blame it on my friend because I am the one who, at the end of the day, pressed the button. But I was texting my friend and he caught those shorts and he did good. And I was happy for him. And then I saw longs opportunities that I wanted to take. And another entry kind of ended up showing itself. I wanted to enter off this 5-minute inverse, which we did do, but right here, I wanted us to come down into this fair value gap and then take my entry, but that didn't end up happening. We just ended up ripping. So I ended up missing out on those longs. And I was cool with that. And then my friend texted me. He's like, hey, did you take those longs? And I was like, no. He's like, why? Why wouldn't you take those longs? And I said, so and so, like, we didn't get the retrace. And he was like, you're overthinking it. Um, we're most definitely gonna take out those highs. And when you're trading, my bad, I'm just checking if my mic's working. When you're trading, you should be 100% isolated and locked in with your own thoughts and your own vision for what the charts are going to do. You shouldn't let other people influence you. But I was a little bit frustrated that I missed out on the two opportunities to trade. So, literally, like, I was thinking about, I just want to get off the charts. I'm not going to take a trade today because I don't really see anything that I'd like to take now because I already feel like I missed out on a few opportunities. So, it's best to get off. But then his words just stuck in the back of my head. He's like, "You're overthinking it. We're most definitely gonna take out those those highs. You should take longs." And I just like messed with my head. So it's so easy to just press a button to enter a trade. But I knew I should have gotten off, and I would have gotten off if he wasn't to be texting me and messing with me. But I don't want to blame it on him because I am at the end of the day the one who ended up pressing long. So I ended up taking a trade. And my stop loss ended up being a lot more than what I anticipated. It ended up being negative $800, and I ended up getting stopped out. So I was really frustrated. I was upset. But that could have been recoverable. I was upset that I ended up taking a trade when I told myself I was going to get off, and I just wanted to like erase that trade like it never happened, just go back to literally like a minute ago when I didn't press buy. But that was the first mistake. Letting other people influence you, mess with your emotions and your psychology, and letting other people's thoughts and opinions influence your trading. So that was my first mistake. Second, a few days ago, when I wanted to trade New York session in the morning because I didn't have school that day, I ended up changing my rule on my dashboard so that I could take 2 trades per day. And I realized that I never changed that rule, and it stayed 2 trades per day. And I seen that I was able to take another trade. So I did ended up taking another trade because I just wanted to revert what ended up happening, and because we ended up coming down, leaving a crazy wick, and then closing over here. So I was like, surely like we're gonna go up, and my stop loss ended up being, again, way more than I anticipated. It was like 1.2K, and I was like, holy, like that's way too much. But there was nothing I could do at that point, and I ended up just getting stopped out. So I ended up losing $2,000 today. So this account is blown. I don't see I didn't get the screen that my account's blown, but it's blown. I can only lose like $50 maybe. So this account's gone. All in the matter of a few minutes. And it's all my fault. One, I should have 1 trade per day rule set on my dashboard. 2, that's what I'm more frustrated on. The fact that I let somebody get in my head and influence me to make wrong decision. And I'm more frustrated, I am really frustrated that the account's gone, because I worked really hard on getting myself out of drawdown slowly. But I did ended up doing it, and now all of that is just gone in a matter of a few minutes. And I was so focused on building good habits, and that's what I was been preaching. Focus on building good habits and just staying consistent. But, and I feel this like pain in my heart. And I haven't felt this in a while. I've only felt this back when I wouldn't follow my rules and I was just undisciplined. And I felt like I escaped it, and I moved on from it, and I've matured from it, and I've learned from it, which I have. I have been doing that for the past 2.5 months, and I've been doing really good. But today, it just brought me back to that feeling, and I never want to feel that feeling ever again. And I was so proud of myself. I was like, I moved on from that. Like, that's never going to happen to me again. Like, sure, I'll blow an account, but it's going to take a long time for that to happen. Like, I'm not just going to over risk and just lose it all. But that's what ended up happening today. The good thing is that I know exactly why it happened. Just like, I know why the outcome is what it ended up being today. But I'm just like, I'm honestly just like really, really upset. I would have been fine. It's just the most frustrating part is that I was telling myself, you should get off. And I would have been so happy just getting off the charts. That would have been the end of the week. And could have just started next week fresh. And I could have just kept pursuing passing this account. But I ended up losing all that progress just in a few minutes. Because I let somebody get in my head. I over-risked. I over-traded. And this wasn't even that good of a setup to take. It's kind of just pissing me off. Okay, he said, you're overthinking it. But I feel like that overthinking was market intuition. And I knew what I had to do, and I would have done it. But from now on, I'm literally putting my phone on Do Not Disturb. I'm putting my phone far away from me. I don't want anybody messaging me, contacting me, being on the phone with me, like influencing me in any way. It's just me in the charts, isolated, just my own thoughts, my own market intuition. And the thing that I'm worried about is that hopefully this doesn't mess with my psychology and just influence my trading in the future. Because this can mess you up. This can mess with your head and it can hurt you. Man, I'm generally so upset and so frustrated and just like I hate this. I hated this feeling so much and I just feel it again. And I don't know. It's making me feel some type of way. I just can't believe that happened. But at least I'm being transparent and saying what ended up happening today. That's what's important. But anyways, that's how trading went. Besides trading, I ended up going to the gym today. I had a great lift. I'm about to go take my creatine and my protein. And I'm going to talk to you guys about Proverbs chapter 11 and what I ended up learning. And it's funny because it says, surround yourself with people who challenge you instead of those who are impressed by you. Iron sharpens iron. And that basically just talking about surround yourself with people that are challenging you to be better and not those who are just impressed by you and are really benefiting you in any way. And it says the one who waters himself will be watered. So what that basically means is like it was talking about you could try to help others out and give advice, but first you have to make sure that you yourself are good. And first you have to fill yourself up with Christ before you go and try to spread the gospel. So it's ironic that yesterday's chapter verse was about surrounding you with people that to challenge you, make you a better person. But I'm not blaming my friend. It's not my friend's fault. It's just I'm upset that I let him get in my head and ended up fucking me up real bad. And I just ended up losing this account. And I'm just upset that I know I did not. Did I follow my rules today? No. Did I focus on building good habits? I was, but I didn't. And I ended up, and it backfired to me. I mean, this is what happens. Like, you're gonna get what's the word? You're gonna get consequences for your actions, and that's exactly what happened today. And it just honestly just sucks really bad. Oh man. And Top Step ended up raising their prices as well, so that's just another $100. It's just gone. In the last video, I literally, oh no, 2 videos ago, the title was "Consistency will help you overcome any hurdle," which is really true. I was on a losing spree and I came back within 2 days because of good risk management and taking one trade per day and taking the best entry that presents itself. But today, I hope today is just an example for all of you guys. When you don't follow your rules, you overtrade, you over risk, all the progress that you make will just be erased in seconds. So just prioritize building good habits and following your rules, because when you don't, you're going to pay the consequences every single time. Or you might get lucky, but clearly luck wasn't on my side today. And you shouldn't rely on luck at all because it's a game of probability. But when you don't play by the rules, you're going to get cooked. Bro, this is so frustrating. I'm actually so upset. And he doesn't even know what happened. It's whatever. That's how day 24 went. I'm just trying to stay as transparent as possible with you guys. So today, I ended up losing my eval.